Good morning, class. My name is Diego, and today I'll be talking to y'all about my three artifacts and what they mean to me today. Have you ever had a forever memory or experience? Basically, a memory or experience that you'll remember forever. Well, I've had for each of these artifacts. My artifacts are my church shirt that I serve with, my AFROTC physical training shirt, and my old cross-country medal. So for now, I'll be talking to y'all a little bit of the background knowledge, and then in a second, I'll get to what they actually mean to me. So for my church shirt, I've gone to church for my whole life, since I can remember. That being said, how many of you guys are believers or go to church in something? Okay, so a good amount of y'all. According to Washington Times, 84% of people in the whole world believe in something or go to church. Now, for my AFRTC shirt, this is the physical training shirt that they give us to work out in. Half the time I'm in that, and half the times I'm in a uniform that make us look like we work at Walmart. At least that's for the underclassmen. What AFRTC stands for is it's the Air Force Reserves Officer Training Corps. The whole purpose is to create officers for the Air Force for tomorrow's, officers of character for tomorrow's Air Force. This past year, I learned how to communicate clearly and effectively lead with a common goal at hand. And they do more than just that, but those are the two things that I've learned so far. Now for my cross-country medal. Hold on. How many of you guys exercise? Now how many of you guys include running in that? All right. So for those of you that do run, a study by Ellen Feldman finds that you'll live 3 years longer than any non-runner. So I've told you all a little bit of background information of these objects. Now let me tell you all what they actually mean to me. When I wear my church shirt, I'm usually leading with the Valley Creek Church over in Denton as a 7th grade youth group leader. Whenever I wear it, it gives me a sense of comfort, knowing that I always have someone that has my back. Now, for my AFRTC shirt, whenever I wear it, it gives me, well, whenever I wear it, it signifies that I'm a part of a family with a bigger goal in mind. What these two shirts mean to me is that, well, what these two shirts do is help me get through life. Let me rephrase that. These two families, they always pick me up in times of need, and whenever I fill out a task, they help me learn from it. Now, for my cross-country medal, every time I see it just hanging around in my room, it reminds me that with a good mindset, I can push through anything. The last thing I was a part of as a team with these guys is a milk mile. If you guys don't know what that is it's a mile that you run, and a mile consists of 4 laps. After each lap, you would drink a glass of milk. Yeah. And so, thankfully, no one threw up. It was kind of surprising to all of us, though. So to recap, everything I talked about was my church shirt, my AFRTC shirt, and my cross-country medal. The last thing I want to leave with y'all today is if you haven't have a forever memory or experience, go out and have some.